people running, not walking, from The Walking Dead for a good cause. More details ahead.
And if you have a true story that you might want to share, SLOlio is the event for you.
And 2 students competed against native speakers in the World Spanish Language Debate. Find out how they ranked.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us for Mustang News. I'm Haley Pride.
And I'm Annabelle Carpenter. Zombies and survivors came together to run for autism this past weekend. Reporter Megan Healy went to check out the spooky scene.
With Halloween approaching, the zombie run couldn't have come at a better time. The participants weren't just running from zombies, they were running for a good cause. The SLO Zombie Run for Autism is a 5K fundraising run for the Central Coast Autism Spectrum Center that took place at Camp San Luis Obispo. A member of the center, Brendan Kelso, says all the proceeds from the event go directly to the center, and the $10,000 raised this year will help pay for gym days, open mic nights, and summer camps.
Like when I ask in the beginning, I'm like, how many of you have actually been affected by autism in one way or the other? And everybody's hand raises, and that's most of us. And so just to know that that money is coming back to help people that they know, and that's really what it's all about.
Participants had the option of being zombies, survivors, or both. The runners, or survivors, started with 3 flags that they had to keep in order to stay alive. Green flags allowed zombies to get close to you, while yellow and red flags meant less interaction. Volunteer zombies had the opportunity to get their makeup professionally done, courtesy of Rebecca Gudis.
It's super fun. Kids love getting makeup, they love the face painting and the, costumes and stuff. So at this point, zombies are, fun for kids too, and they have a great time. They love seeing it.
Kelso, a Pi Kappa Alpha alum himself, asked the Iota Theta chapter to help run the event. The members of Pike staged the course, acted as zombies, and fundraised for the run. Pike liaison Austin Changris says it was a rewarding experience.
I mean, just seeing all the kids and the family run, it's pretty special, honestly. We put in a lot of work for them to have fun. You see it on their faces.
All ages were able to get some exercise, have fun, and support a local cause. Megan Healy, Mustang News.
To donate or volunteer for the SLO Autism Spectrum Center, visit their website at SLOautism.org.
Have you ever heard of the word SLOlio? SLOlio is a monthly event that meets once a month, where people from all walks of life gather to entertain true stories and poems. Inspired by the Moth organization, a themed story slam is presented once a month to encourage presenters to prepare for an 8 to 10 minute opportunity to present true stories told without notes. The meetings are aimed with a purpose to promote deeper connections within the community.
SLOlio is a storytelling event, and at this event, which is the 3rd Wednesday of every month, it's been going for 6 years here at Linnaeus Cafe, we tell true stories. We tell them without notes, and they're about 8 to 10 minutes long.
Find more information about their next themed story slams and meetings at SLOlio.org or also by visiting Linnaeus Cafe in downtown SLO.
Yesenia Sanchez and Megan Boyd finished as finalists for the Cal Poly Spanish League debate team at SAMUTHE, the largest international Spanish language university debate competition in Guatemala this summer.
Yesenia is a heritage speaker and I'm a non-native speaker, and we were put into rooms with native speakers, especially native speakers who are future lawyers, which made it just extraordinarily difficult.
The Cal Poly debate team added the Spanish language division in January as an effort to be inclusive of all students.
And I'm Joe Deanda. After the break, we'll have your spooky weather forecast for tomorrow night and the possibility of rain. We'll see you right back here just after the break.
The thing about broadcast is it's not just on paper, so now you're actually seeing people's emotions and their reactions, and I think you just really learn a lot by being able to go face to face and also have a camera and capture those emotions. And broadcast is so fun, in my opinion, because you can take what you see and show it to your audience and show them exactly what you're witnessing or other people are witnessing at the moment.
In this day and age, everybody gets their news from social media, and my team's pretty much in charge of making sure that Mustang News has a great presence across all social media platforms. Whether that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat, we want to make sure that our news is reaching our audience. At Mustang News, we're truth tellers. We're student media, but we're going to do our best to tell the truth of our people and the voices of the Cal Poly campus.
Sports is mostly good news, and a lot of the time, a lot of the other news we get isn't necessarily good news. And so I think that it's kind of a nice break from a lot of the other not so great things that might be happening around the community and on campus. I think that good journalism is objective and informative. It is as unbiased as possible. And I think that Mustang News does a really good job of that, reporting about the incidents on campus without necessarily putting a spin on them.
And I'm Joe Deanda. Welcome back to Mustang News. We've got your weather forecast for you. Currently taking a look outside right now, 62 degrees in San Luis Obispo, a low tonight about 55. Obviously, we know much different than last week when we had those scorching temperatures, very dry humidity. And now today we're looking at just overcast skies. Currently cloudy with winds out of the west about 4 miles an hour. Taking a look at our North County today, Paso Robles 64 with a low of 47 tonight. So dipping kind of low. Going to want to grab a jacket as you head out the warm spot, if you will, over in Creston at 65. Down in San Luis Obispo looking at 63 with a low overnight of 54. Heading down to the South County and in Santa Barbara County, AG looking at 60 with a low overnight about 53. Going down into Orcutt 61 with a low of 50, and down at Vandenberg Air Force Base in the Lompoc area at 59 with a low of 50. So not much off of the low and the high there. All right, and going to the beaches real quick, we have Cayucas at 60, 52 overnight in the low. Looking at our 5-day forecast, we got some rain in the forecast. Obviously, we got tomorrow as Halloween, and Friday we're looking at a low pressure system moving in with a chance of 50% chance of showers or so throughout the day. And of course, your trick-or-treat forecast, sunset tomorrow at 6:08. Grab a jacket for the little ones as you head out trick-or-treating to grab some candy. And that's about all the time we have for weather. Now over to Kara with sports. Kara, what do you have for us today?
Hi, Kara Benton here with your weekly sports update. The Cal Poly men's soccer team battled UC Santa Barbara in the biggest soccer rivalry in the nation. I was able to hit the field and catch up on all the action. We're here at Alex G. Spanos Stadium where the tortillas are flying, the fans are screaming to watch the Mustangs face off against the Gauchos in the biggest soccer rivalry in the nation. The game ended in a 4-1 victory going to the Mustangs after a slow start to the game. This was the largest attended NCAA men's soccer match of the year, and this was the first time since 2001 that 4 goals were scored since 2001. Women's volleyball is now ranked 21st in the country after solidifying their spot at the top of the Big West Conference with a 3-2 win over Hawaii on Friday. At a sold-out Mott Athletic Center, senior outside hitter Rianne Grayson led the Mustangs with a season-high 20 kills. Hawaii took an early lead in the first set, serving the Mustangs an early 23-25 loss. In the second set, the teams traded points until the Mustangs went on a 6-3 run, eventually winning 25-23 to tie the match up. The Rainbow Wahine took the lead again with a 25-23 win in the third set. And the Mustangs won the last 2 sets for the match, win 24-18 and 17-15. With this win, Cal Poly is still undefeated in Big West play and will host UC Santa Barbara Friday at 7 p.m. Cal Poly's football team is off to a rough start this season. However, their run game has been excelling. There's no one more to thank than the offensive line. You don't get to hear their names on TV or see them in the paper very often, but they truly are the unsung heroes. They have fullback Jared Mohammed in the top 13 in the FCS for both total rushing yards and rush yards per game. The offensive line has also helped provide the FCS rushing title for the last 4 years. The last 3 seasons, the Mustangs have consecutively rushed for over 4,000 yards and hope to defeat Portland State this Saturday. Cal Poly's women's soccer season just ended this weekend after a 1-1 draw against UC Santa Barbara. The women's soccer team was not able to make the Big West tournament this year, even though their last 4 games ended with 2 wins and 2 draws. However, the Mustangs have a bright future ahead of them and are optimistic about their next season with an abundance of freshmen contributing this year.
I mean, I'm stoked to just keep playing with my friends, and all the freshmen have gotten really close, and then I know that's just going to build and grow and we're going to get closer. But yeah, and we know there's lots of new talent coming in as well, so I think we'll be solid.
The women's soccer team The women's soccer team will begin their off-season training in the winter quarter. Don't go anywhere. When we're back, we'll tell you how the community came together during Farmers Market to celebrate Halloween, right after the break.
I'm in charge of making sure that the paper is distributed every Tuesday morning because that's when the new editions come out. I think my job, the most important thing with my job is that it gets the papers out there for them to actually read. Without my position and my guys, my delivery drivers and my brand ambassadors, the papers would not be seen every week on campus, essentially.
I manage a team of MMJs, multimedia journalists, who cover all news on campus, from administration to student life to any protests that happen on campus. We really just have our finger on the pulse of Cal Poly. Journalism is reporting on the facts at all times because we have to, regardless of whether or not people may disagree.
I'm the person responsible for deciding if things are going to be covered or not and assigning those stories to news reporters. Obviously, editor-in-chief is the last word on anything, but I am kind of that gatekeeper when it comes to pursuing a story or what angles to take with it. To me, journalism is telling the truth no matter what and getting everything as accurately as possible to tell a complete story when it deserves to be told.
Welcome back to Mustang News. Last Thursday, the San Luis Obispo Downtown Farmers Market held a trick-or-treating event for community members. This event celebrated the upcoming holiday of Halloween. People of all ages dressed up in costumes as they walked through the streets of vendors. In addition, various musical performers entertained vampires and princesses alike. The Downtown SLOlio Association hosted other activities for community members.
Tonight we've got a costume contest along with the stores participating in a trick-or-treat event where the kids are allowed to walk around. It's a safe place and they're able to get a ton of candy from all the different stores. But last year it was a really great event. It really went smoothly and people probably told a lot of different people because I think we've got a lot more than last year. This is a big turnout, yeah. It's one of the biggest I've seen.
The Farmers Market Halloween event was a huge success, and it got everybody ready for Halloween tomorrow. We hope you all have a fun and safe Halloween.
And now an update to a story that Mustang News initially reported last month. The Cal Poly Accounting Club, or CPAC, held their annual fundraising Olympics at the Cal Poly Sports Complex. The event was meant to help bridge the gap between students and local companies while raising money for a local nonprofit. This year's festivities raised $5,600 for Jack's Helping Hand, which provides assistance and programs for children with cancer and special needs, according to their website.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us on Mustang News. I'm Annabelle Carpenter.
And I'm Haley Pride. Have a good afternoon.